All right, let's talk about something powerful today. Something I think we can all relate to. It's this idea of patience over praise, you know? Quiet consistency over making a big show of things. We're calling this the fortune of silent wisdom. So let me ask you something and be honest. Does it ever feel like the loudest people in the room are the ones who get all the attention? Meanwhile, you're over here doing the work, being consistent, and it just goes unnoticed? It can be frustrating, right? Like you're just invisible sometimes. Well, if that sounds familiar, then stick with me. We're going to explore this whole idea, but not with some complicated theory. Nope. We're going to do it with a simple story, a little fable from a kingdom far, far away. Because you know what? Sometimes those old stories have the most to teach us. Okay, so I want you to picture this. Imagine a huge, grand king's court. It's bustling, filled with all these important-looking ministers and nobles. And in the middle of all this, a, a strange little game was played every single day. It was this weird ritual that everyone in the court kind of gathered around to watch. And here's how the game worked. Every day, the king would call this one kid forward, the son of his court minister. And maybe it was just a joke to him, I don't know, but he'd hold out his hands and offer the boy a choice. In one hand, a shiny gold coin worth a lot, and in the other, a simple silver coin worth way, way less. I mean, the choice seems pretty obvious, doesn't it? But here's the thing. Every single day, without a single exception, the boy would reach out and take the silver coin. Not just once, not twice. I mean, every single time he was offered the choice, he'd just politely take the silver one. And you can probably guess what happened next, right? The whole court would just laugh every day the same thing. You'd hear them whispering, "What a fool." They all thought he was just a simple kid who couldn't even tell the difference in value. He basically became their daily entertainment. So this goes on for years. Can you imagine? Finally, one day, his dad, who's this respected minister, remember, pulls him aside. He's concerned, maybe a little embarrassed by the whole thing, and he asks his son, "Son, why? Why do you let them laugh at you like this? You know the gold coin is worth more. Just take the gold one time and make it stop." And this is the moment everything changes. The boy, he just looks at his father, totally calm, and says something so incredibly wise. He says, "Father, the day I choose the gold, the game is over." Wow. Just let that sink in for a second. The game is over. You see, the boy understood something that the entire court, all those supposedly smart adults, completely missed. By seeming like the fool, by taking the smaller prize, he made sure the game would happen again tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after that. That one gold coin, that's a one-time prize. But thousands of silver coins, collected day after day, now that's a real fortune. And what that boy was practicing is exactly what we're talking about today. It's this idea of silent wisdom. It's knowing that real progress, true growth, doesn't always need a round of applause. It's understanding that sometimes the absolute most strategic, brilliant move you can make is the one that looks like total foolishness to everybody else. So how can we bring this kind of wisdom into our own lives? Well, it really breaks down into three things. First, you've got to learn to value quiet progress. Focus on your own growth, not on who's clapping for you. Think of it like you're collecting your own silver coins every day. Second, you need strategic patience. Just like the boy, you have to be willing to pass up that short-term praise, that gold coin, for a much bigger payoff down the road. And finally, you just have to trust that your results will eventually speak for themselves. Because over time, all those little efforts, they add up to something huge, something nobody can deny. So what's the real takeaway here? What does this all mean for you and me? It means you don't have to waste your energy trying to prove people wrong. Just focus on your own long-term vision. It's a reminder that real lasting success is usually built quietly, one small win at a time. And hey, maybe the most important lesson of all? Let people underestimate you. Seriously, it can be one of your biggest secret weapons. Look, at the end of the day, this story is just a beautiful reminder of a simple, powerful truth. Your journey, it's yours alone. It doesn't need an audience to be real. It doesn't need applause to be valid. And that right there is the quiet power, the incredible fortune of silent wisdom. Till then, stay patient, stay grateful, and keep moving forward in life.